Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, KC Boxing Channel. Yes, I am here with 5 days to go to Showtime. And I'm not talking about Showtime that brings us great fights. I'm talking about Showtime and Showdown between the lineal heavyweight champion and the WBC heavyweight champion. Now, this is KC breakdown. Let me get my coffee. Let me get my stuff together here. Okay. And while I'm waiting on everybody to come in, that's going to come in. Okay. Here we go. Now, I was listening to Goodfellow Sports. Shout out to CJ. Great brother. Great brother. Great brother. Now, let me tell you this. Deontay Wilder is a slow starter. But once they start to figure out each other, they're not that kind of boxer. Remember that. Sure, they know how to think. They have thinking power, but they're not that type of fighter. See, heavyweights, first of all, weigh in don't make a difference. Power makes a difference. One thing I can say about heavyweights is that one punch can change a fight. Simple. One punch can change a fight. And that one fight, I believe, will be Deontay Wilder's right overhand right. Why I say overhand right? Because Tyson Fury is tall. He's going to cover up, of course. He's going to defend himself, of course. But the way around that is you don't throw a straight right to a person that's defending pretty accurately because he's been fighting for a while now. You loop your shots. You don't throw a straight right and try to break through the guard, especially in the early rounds. No, you don't do that. If you're Deontay Wilder, you don't do that. What you do is you loop your shots. It can be left or it can be right. Then he'll start moving his guard back some because that ear will start ringing. Or you might catch that equilibrium that throws you off for a minute. Now, if Deontay Wilder is smart, he will establish that jab. A lot of people say, okay, Tyson Fury has a jab. He has a longer reach. That doesn't matter. Especially if Deontay Wilder learned during this training camp how to fight on the inside. Oh, sure, Deontay Wilder's tall. Yes, I give you that. He's tall. But remember, Diego Corrales, he was tall too. I mean, he was a better boxer, sure. But I have noticed a lot of improvement in Deontay Wilder. He had been doing things that he hasn't normally been doing. That's why I tell people, when you start a job, you're going to start from the bottom, but you're going to work your way up with practice, by paying attention, by working at it every day. And I think that's what Deontay Wilder did. He won to be the greatest. He want to be considered the greatest. He want to be considered the threat of the heavyweight division. I mean, think about it. We got two of the three top heavyweights that will be fighting. Yes, it's going to be a slow start for Wilder. I mean, his motor is not going to get cranked and warmed up maybe to the third, fourth round, which we can't have. I'm sorry. I know he's a slow starter, this and that. And I know Mark Brillen and Coach Deej, I know all of them going to say, look, D, you got to start off a little faster. But you can't make a fighter uncomfortable. You can't make him do what he normally do. Let Deontay Wilder be Deontay Wilder. Now, I read one of the chats was saying that the Hispanic guy, may he rest in peace. I don't know if this guy know it or not, but he's dead. But he did say that Deontay Wilder was a very explosive heavyweight. And I believe that. He's very athletic and he will do things that we haven't seen before. I guarantee you that. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to ride with Deontay Wilder. Now, if he loses, okay, he lost. Okay, he lost to Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion. You know, he didn't lose to a bum. Well, I say I'm not going to call him a bum. He didn't lose to someone that's inferior to him. So, now, if he do win, if he do, let's say, knock him out, you know what we're going to hear? We're going to hear this. Well, Deontay Wilder fought somebody that was on drugs and alcohol, somebody that's over the age, someone that should be retired. Either way it goes, Deontay Wilder can't win with the UK, with the naysayers, you know, with all those. I'm sorry. Just let me turn off this phone. I'm sorry. Okay? But anyway, I should have, excuse me for 1 second. I'm sorry. But as I was saying, Deontay Wilder, let him be, please. Mark Berlin, you know, Coach Dees, y'all let Deontay Wilder fight his fight. You know, he has came along, and he came a long ways. We haven't seen the best of Deontay Wilder yet. No, we haven't. Why? Because he started at he started late in boxing. Let me put it that way. I'm not gonna put an age limit on it. And Anthony Joshua been fighting 22 fights. That's all he had. But he been through the Olympics, the simple training. You know, he grew up boxing. Not like Deontay Wilder. Now, if they two ever met, let's say they met tomorrow, Deontay Wilder will knock him out. Why? Because Anthony Joshua is not fast. He don't throw fast punches. And with all those muscles, the punches is not going to phase Deontay Wilder. Ortiz is the best fight for Deontay Wilder. Ortiz, like my man CJ said, he taught Wilder how to hold his ground. And you know what else? That reminds me of another fighter. And his name is Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia holds his ground. He's committed to his punches. And he has showed that with Lipinets, Robert Easton, you know, when you commit to a punch, no matter if you get a return counter punch, you follow through on that punch, and that's it. You know, what's up, the underrated darkness, brother? Good morning. Glad to see you here, man. Hit that like button if you get a chance. But Deontay Wilder will start off slow. Okay, let's face it. Don't panic for all the Deontay Wilder likes. You know, don't panic. So it is what it is, and that's what's going to happen. He's going to fill him out, see what's going on, and then go in for the explosiveness, the athleticism, and by that time, Tyson Fury will run out of gas. Well, how can you be so sure, KQKC? Well, I'm going to tell you. Alcohol, drugs, pills, and God know what else takes a toll on the body. And you cannot get rid of that shit in a few months, a year. Your body has to get used to being back to normal. And it takes a while. Now, I don't know if you ever noticed, but have you ever noticed a heroin addict? The reason I brought up that is because I have known a lot of heroin addicts. The heroin addict hit the Chicago South Side like no other drug before. Why? Because it was cheaper. It was cheaper back. It was cheaper because the Vietnam War, they came back over here addicted from the opiate. I'm sorry, like it or not, hey, this is a new channel, and I have to be honest. So that's what happened. And heroin takes a toll, not on the mind. Well, that too, a little bit. But it's a physicality that it takes place on. Your nose running. It feels like you have a cold. Okay? That's what it is. It feels like you have a cold. I don't know who was just trying to get in contact with me, but it's been snowing and everything. So no, it is what it is. So, but anyway, yeah, it's snowing outside with 8 inches. Hey, that's Chicago weather for you, baby. And now my breakdown of the fight basically go like this: Deontay Wilder gonna fill him out. He's gonna fill him out to the best of his ability. Then he's gonna turn it on. Now, he's a slow starter, but we wish he can turn it on a little sooner. Fury, he will dance. He will try to box, but he's not going to be able to move like he moved when he fought Klitschko. If he do move like he fought Klitschko, keep in mind, Deontay Wilder has a lot of athleticism in him, if I said it correctly. So don't count Fury out and don't count Deontay Wilder out. Both men want something. Both men have something to prove. But regardless what Deontay Wilder does, I mean, he can look fantastic in the fight. He can look great at the pay-per-view boxes. He can look great at all the ticket sales. But all the naysayers and haters will still won't be satisfied until they fight Joshua, which Joshua hoping Deontay Wilder win. Now that's him saying that. How true that is, I don't know. What I hear is like a a 90-10 split his way or an 80-20 split his way. That's not going to happen. So if he's dependent on that, that fight is not going to happen. It is what it fucking is. But the fight is going to be great. No, I don't want Deontay Wilder to sit there and knock him out in the first round, go in there recklessly. No, I do not. I want to see Deontay Wilder put on a show. As Joshua said, it'd be Betty time for him. He cannot stay up that early. He's a fighter. He should be scouting 2 of the potential fights that he should be having. So that's not going to cut it. He's not going to the fight. Why? Because he don't want to face Deontay Wilder. Why? Because Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury know how to shut his ass up. That's all. What's up, Marcus? Salute. And salute to the underrated darkness, he said, and KQKC. Glad to have you in, man. So I'm glad you hit the like button. But I know it's early. I know everybody, getting ready for work and everything. But I figure I'd get this breakdown in. Now, don't count Fury out. Fury gonna do what he does best. Oh, he can move. Oh yeah, he can move for a big man. For a big 6'9" heavyweight fighter. He can move. But you can't move for 12 rounds. No sirree. That's why I picked the 6 or 7 round that he would run out of gas. And Deontay Wilder will let the hammer down. Now, some people say Fury might win by unanimous decision. I say no. I said Deontay Wilder will establish that jab. Short or long, he's going to stick it in there. And I notice another wrinkle. I'm not going to call it a wrinkle, but I see another improvement of Deontay Wilder. He goes to the body now. I've never known Deontay Wilder to go to the body. Now he's going to the body. That's great. Because what that's saying is that this man is learning. This man has had to learn on the job anyway. This man took up boxing by chance so he can support him and his handicapped daughter. But I see a lot of changes in his game. He's getting better. He's getting better as he gets older. So Anthony Joshua and Mr. Hearn, be careful trying to age out someone, and you might just get bit. Deontay Wilder will fight a good fight, come Saturday. Deontay Wilder will shut Fury down, come Saturday. Now, I won't be surprised if they will fight on the inside. Not the whole fight, because both men have long arms and both men are over 6'7". So, who should we go for? It's a 50-50 fight. That's my assessment. It's a 50-50 fight. Because, see, a fight like this bring out the best of both fighters. A fight like this have the fighters actually, I don't care if it's the first, second, third time, listening to their trainer. And Mark Brillen, he don't get no better than him. He showed Deontay Wilder how to throw that right that knocks the burn on the ropes and made him go to sleep. What I hear is the people in the UK are still talking about that fight. And shout out to Golden Gloves Boxing. He mentioned that. He's from the UK. And you know what? He did. He threw a perfect right. I mean, he torqued his body, he put his legs into it, and night night. That's right. Marcus Johnson, the old school heavyweights, would attend each other's fights and sit front row to show that man you want that work with him. You got that right. You have that right. Not only do they get in the ring, which that must be the new thing now, but they will sit ringside every time that fighter fights and say, look, I want that fight. Why? Because you got reporters there, you got writers there, you got a press row there. Back then they had what you call press row. And potential interviews. No, I want this nigga here. He haven't fought nobody. Who he fought tonight, one shit. So what I'm gonna do to him is kick his. I mean, you have to sell yourself first, then sell the fight. Once he challenged and step up. Now, we know that AJ Matchroom Boss is going to make it very difficult for Deontay Wilder to negotiate. We know that Tyson Fury, they will make it hard for him if he beat Wilder. So that's what's going on. See, Tyson Fury is no fool. He been there and done that with these dumbasses. But the breakdown, is basic. It's simply basic. The puncher versus the boxer. That's what I call it. And pretty soon, after maybe 6-7 rounds, the puncher will catch the boxer, and he will catch him clean. Have you ever noticed Deontay Wilder physique? Now, like Adrian Broner say, no homo, but the man is in shape. The man should come in at his regular weight. He don't need to balloon up. If he does, so what? He still is faster than Tyson Fury. Sure, Tyson Fury, he worked combinations, everything, but he's not a Floyd Mayweather. He's not Gary Russell Jr. He doesn't have fast hands. Now, Deontay Wilder, he's none of those things either, but he has faster hands than Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury never seen a heavyweight in his life with fast hands like Deontay Wilder, and with athleticism like Deontay Wilder. And that is what's going to go on with that fight. He's going to have his confidence built up, especially if he hurt Fury. And they'll tell him, calm down, don't rush in, because that's how you can get caught, because you don't know how hurt your fighter is. You don't know what kind of games your fighter might be playing. So you go in with cautious, just like when they lean on the ropes and try to set a trap for you. Most of the young guys fall for it, but you got veterans that don't fall for it. Hey, real is real, and I'm going to keep it real. That's right. Okay. Oh, you talking to Marcus Johnson? Okay. Yeah. So, but, oh yeah, Wilder fights, they get better and better. You know why? Because he practiced. He's a gym rat. He practiced that jab. I never forget when I first saw Deontay Wilder fight. I said, this man is horrible. I said, man, He don't have no boxing skills. He's off balance. I mean, the next thing you know, he knocked the motherfucker out cold. I said, whoa, wait a minute. Did I miss something? Because he was horrible at the beginning of the round. The next thing you know, he knocked this so-called boxer heavyweight out. So, I hate this mindless chair. But so there you go. Deontay Wilder will find a way to win. He's determined. Now, Tyson Fury been there and done that and fucked up. So he thanked Deontay Wilder for getting him in the ring again. Some people say 2 fights is not enough to fight someone like that, Deontay Wilder. But Tyson Fury is a gypsy, the gypsy king. He knows when he's ready. He knows what he has to do. And you watch, he will execute that plan very well. What he gonna do? He's gonna headhunt. He's gonna get them scores up. That's what he's gonna do. The sweet science. What's going on, brother? All right. And hey, and while I got y'all here, man, y'all wish Goodfellas Sports a great 10,000 subs. Good brother. Me and CJ, he let me co-host with him a couple of times. Just a good brother. He will help you out if you ask, and sometimes you don't even have to ask. So, let him know that KQKC said, look, salute, and he want everybody to salute. See, I'm a small channel. Well, no, I'm not going to say I'm a small channel. I'm a new channel. And I'm trying to get where he's at. I only have 171 subscribers. And I'm in my 7th month. I don't know if this is good or bad. I don't know. But come first of the year, I'm doubling down on videos. And I will be doing different things, innovative things, to catch people's eyes. And maybe I can get more subscribers. I don't know. Which I hope I can. Because I'm not a biased channel. And if I am biased, I'm not doing it intentionally. But I'm just telling it like it is. A lot of people had a problem with me when I said that, wait a minute, Canelo said he's riding with Mikey Garcia because he's Hispanic and he's Mexican, or vice versa. And I said, well, if he can say that, then I can say, hey, look, I'm riding with Maurice Hooker, or I'm not riding with Deontay Wilder because they're black. Why you having a problem with that? He said it. Why can't I say it? See, that's what I mean. There's always a double standard in this country. And that's one thing I can give to the UK. They don't see color there. They don't. They just don't see color there. They speak the same kind of, drawl, not southern drawl, but the same kind of accent, which I love the women accent over there. Man, it just tops. It's the bomb. I just love it. But anyway, get back to the fight. That's my breakdown, because I know what's going to happen. Deontay Wilder needs to get into his rhythm, just like he did Arthur Spilker. Arthur Spilker gave him a lot of trouble. He was in before Deontay Wilder could counterpunch. He was out. Now, Fury is a big boy. He's not going to be able to do that. Deontay Wilder will catch him on the counter. There's no doubt about that. Now, most fighters come in with a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. And I know Deontay Wilder is only coming in with a plan A. That's knock his ass out and do not leave it to the judges. I know that for a fact. So it will be a good fight. Now, will everybody be able to see it on pay-per-view? Yes, I believe so. Pay or not, you should be able to see the fight. BT has done a great job. Frank Warren has done a great job. Shelley Finkel has done a great job. Al Heyman has done a great job of putting this fight together. Showdown, all assets, they have done a great job. Like I said, Deontay Wilder's stock has changed since the last negotiation. It has changed for the better. Why you think they got Anthony Joshua out there making phony offers? Who are you to make an offer? Like they always say, hey, talk to my people. My people call your people. How about that? Your people call my people. How about that? So it is what it is, just like Earl Spence. Once he get that motor running and get that motor hot, it seems like he's more into the fight. It seems like he's non-stop. It seems like he's not tired. It seems like he got that second wind. Or he's just so warmed up that he's so limber that he pretty much can do what he wants to you. I want Deontay Wilder to have that same mindset. Oh, yeah, he's explosive. Because when he hits you with a good overhand right and he see that he dazed you, besides coming in there wild and this and that, take your time, D. Take your time. Finish him off the correct way. I shouldn't be smoking, especially what's going on in my family. But I do it away, very far away. And I have things in place that won't bother anyone. But yes, I want to see Deontay Wilder show some wrinkles in his game. Go to the body. Now, this is my assessment. Go to the body first. I know you're slow starter, and once you start doing your thing, go to the body. Because see, you put that money in that bank, oh baby, it's time to withdraw around the 8th and 9th round. Because Deontay Wilder, he stays in shape. He doesn't jog, he sprints. But it doesn't matter. You ever seen the physique on this man? He's in shape. Tyson Fury had to go through drug, alcohol treatment, and lose 150 pounds. I mean, that takes a lot out of the fighter. But I'm not downplaying the fight. Trust me. Let his father tell you, let his trainer tell you that once the Gypsy King makes up his mind, there's no stopping him. Now, this is coming from his family. This ain't coming from boxers. Let's see what's going on. What's the sweet science? Yeah, what up? Okay, sweet science. How can Fury win this fight? Well, if Fury wants to win this fight, number one, he has to be in shape. That way, he can dance, he can move, he can get out of trouble. But will he have the legs to do that in round 8 and 9 if he start off doing combinations and moving? So that's the only way that I know of that he can win. Or he could counter to counter. He could throw a punch and Deontay Wilder counter him. Then he turn around and counter Deontay Wilder. Remember, this is heavyweight boxing. One punch, one unfocused fighter can get knocked out. And I don't want to see that. Deontay Wilder is a good brother. You know, he does things the right way. He come in the right way. He didn't care about the money. He cared about his name. That's what he cares about. And, you know, I have to admit, you know, he's right. You know, the money's going to come, especially after he beat Fury and after he beats Anthony Joshua. The money will come. Oh, yes, it will. It's funny, you know, you have to get up early and you have to try to throw on your videos and everything unprepared, but you got to do it because most of the shows or most of the other boxing channels, they have all the viewers and all the viewership. And I'm not saying they're taking over or they won't let me get in or anything like that because that's not their job. You know, I'm not asking them to change their schedule. You know, sometimes you got to get in when you fit in. You know, either do it earlier or do it later. So that's how I've been looking at it lately. I do it early. I know I might not get a lot of viewers because they still sleep. They're still on their way to work. They're still in the shower. I'm on Central Time. So it's 8:21 here. But I will tell you this. I wakes up at 4 a.m. every morning, Central Time. And I just don't get no sleep. And sometimes it looks like it, and sometimes it doesn't. I will be seeing a doctor about that, making an appointment today. And basically, I just wanted to break down the fight. Oh, you're going to hear more of me all this week. This is fight week. We got 5 days to the showdown. Everybody said, well, we're looking forward for the weigh-in. Well, the weigh-in basically is formality. That's how I look at it. Because the weigh-in doesn't really matter. All it is for writers and YouTubers, photographers, writers. You know, it's just to say how much they're coming in with. That's all. Because it's no stipulations on heavyweight fighters' weight. You know, look at Big Baby Miller. 315 motherfucking pounds? That's too much. And you can't hit? Oh, man. And you want Wilder or Joshua? You know, sometimes these promoters fill these guys' head up so big that they think they the new Muhammad Ali. And they're not. They're not the new Muhammad Ali. Okay? But hey, styles make fights. Okay? I'm going to switch up just for 1 second. I'm sorry. But style makes fights. And I really believe all eyes is going to be focusing on Wilder. They're going to see, can he take a punch? Just like Winston Byrne when he won the WBC. You know, they thought he was going to get knocked out by Severn because his heavy physique. But Deontay Wilder kept working that telephone pole jab. And he going to have to do it with Fury. So my breakdown is this: Deontay Wilder will win by knockout or unanimous decision. But if he does win by knockout, it will be around the 8th or ninth round. Why? Because when Tyson Fury gives out of gas, because he cannot sustain that type of punishment and still go on to the 9th round. And I'm talking about punishment. So there's no way it's going to be able to do that. But like I say, I have Wilder winning the fight. Yes, I have him because he is the lone and reigning heavyweight champion of these United States. And he has the WBC green belt, which I figured is the most prestigious belt that out of all the governing bodies. But like one subscriber said yesterday, it used to be, but the IBF is more professional. They make sure they fight their mandatories. Dallas, Texas. Earl Spence had to fight his mandatory IBF route. Well, his mandatory jumped down to number 3. I just, it kind of confuses me, because I know sports, but I know boxing. Well, I know sports, period. But I was like, wait a minute, I did some reading, did some digging, because sometimes I like to read, and I don't like to get on here and say some shit that's out there. And come to find out that Ocampo, they moved him down to be Earl mandatory because the two seats were vacant. So that's how he ended up to number 3. And I think that was Ronald Fakeley. I'm not for sure. But kudos for him. Sure, I trust my subscribers wholeheartedly because they are the ones, you are the ones that get me to get up every morning and do this. You are the ones that get me to do videos. You are the ones that really are devoted and who I trust. So it's not that I don't trust Mr. Finkley because he know his shit. I know he know his shit because he helped me out on a couple of questions I got stuck on. And no offense to Ronald Finkley, but I always double check my answers at work. And so far, he's 2-0. So far in my book. Great guy. Great guy. I don't know, is he in? I don't know if he's in or not, but he has been spoken highly of among a few people. I'm not going to call their name. And you never know. He might become a member of the LDBC. I don't know if he has a channel or not. I don't know. Because a lot of people think to become a member of the LDBC, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. You got to have 800 subscribers. Now, no. You can just be starting out and be a member. It doesn't matter. They will help anyone out. And I believe that. You know what? I love my coffee cup. My daughter, I still look kind of sleepy. My daughter bought this for Father's Day 2 years ago. I don't know if you all familiar with this. It's called the Yeti cup. Okay, it keeps your coffee warm, and it keeps it warm up to 8 hours. So I love it. But anyway, getting back to the breakdown of the fight. I mean, it's not that hard. It doesn't take that long. Okay, Deontay Wilder, be you. That's all. Be you. Do what you've been doing. Except maybe some tweaks of maybe go to the body more, or snap your jab a little bit more, put power into it, you know, something like that, and hey, it is what it is. And you know what? And I respect it. Oh, I respect it wholeheartedly. I do. So, but I will be coming back with another video, not a live stream. I just wanted to break down the fight for Wilder and Fury that will be coming on this Saturday. Be there or be square. That's right. So, yes, it's going to be a great fight. And actually, they became, I'm not going to say friends, but I believe they will become friends after the fight or rematch. I know Wilder has a rematch clause. I know that. Will he exercise it? I don't know, especially if he wins. See, Tyson Fury said some things in the media that kind of bother me. Not bother me like tick me off. It bothered me because Floyd Mayweather was good at this. He had his fighters defeated. He had his fighters defeated before they even stepped into the ring. That mentality, that aggressiveness, that was scaring Anthony Joshua. I really believe that. Now, I don't know if I look it, or maybe I do look it. I don't know. Matter of fact, I had the haircut too. I look it, and maybe I don't look it. But I'm an OG, original motherfucking gangster from the south side of Chicago, from a community called Inglewood. They lead the city in rapes, murders, you name it, they done it. They done it. And I grew up with their parents. And I can tell you a lot of things that went wrong with that family. With one family. Many families. We all know where we're wrong. And they came out addicted to crack, heroin. Hell, some was alcoholics. So, therefore, that's my breakdown of the fight. I know it wasn't long, and maybe you might not be interested. But just let me tell you this. I'm a new channel. I'm doing my best. I try to do the live stream, and I try to do the video. Then come January, which is the first of the year, I'm going to try to do something else that's different. See, the ultimate goal for KQKC is not to line his pockets. No, don't give a shit about that. My idea is to get the message faster to my subscribers. I haven't figured it out yet. But soon you hear breaking news, this and that. You already got 3 or 4 people on it already. Well, my goal is to try to get it as soon as possible. And, I know I'm going to be glued to the computer, the tablet, whatever. So, basically, that's all I have for you right now. I'm KC Boxing Channel. And if you like the content of this video, I'm not going to front. I told you, I tell it like it is. I'm an honest person. Okay? And I need subs. And I need them bad. Sure, I get discouraged just like the next man. I feel down sometimes and I try to cover it up. But, like I always say, pray for me. That's all. And if you can, pass it on to a friend. Hey, look, I need you to support KQKC Boxing Channel. He does break down fights, or he does do things honestly. He's not biased. He tells the truth. Things that I actually do. And you can reach my contact information in the description box. So, with that, I'm KQKC. Wait, first of all, do anyone have any questions? Because, I believe in answering questions to the best of my ability. Does anyone that's left have any questions? All right. So, with that, I'm going to close it down. And I appreciate everybody that joined in. And hopefully I get more views off of this. And hopefully I get a sub or two after this. So, with that, peace and love. And let's support our heavyweight champion. He's the longest heavyweight champion of these United States. So, with that, peace and love.